and welcome back. So, I figured you probably didn't want to hear the leaves crunching under my feet anymore, so I was taking care of that real quick. Well, on to business here. So, Ol Merv here, and that is actually a name I figured I'd come up for this old long bed GMC. So, Ol Merv, it's time to clean up a little bit. Now, if you recall, I want to keep it a sleeper. I don't want to clean it up too much, but there's some stuff on the window that's got to go because you got to be able to see, obviously. Some gunk growing up on the sides. I kind of like the rusty, faded paint job look, but it does need to be washed off, and there's a bunch of leaves from the previous owner's trees in the back that needs to come out. Leaves that are piled up in the cowl and all that good stuff. All that needs to go. Clean up a little bit and get ready for it. Now, I've been ordering quite a bit of parts for this, so I can go ahead and get started on it and get working on it. Now, I ordered a radiator, and to my surprise, same thing like happened with the radiator for the Nightmare. In fact, I believe I bought it from the same seller. Now, before getting any backlash buying from the same seller that sold me a junky radiator in the first place, apparently I've been having trouble with eBay where if I have a problem with an item and I go to dispute it, whatever, talk to the seller, they'll cancel it before I can leave negative feedback, number one. Number two, once they cancel it, I can't really go back and look at who I bought from before that I had trouble with, so I kind of don't remember. But let me show you that real quick. Now, unfortunately, here's the radiator I got in. I'm going to have to return it or something because this is no good. Let's be honest here, when I ordered this, it's supposed to be polished. Obviously, it's not polished. It's powder coated. There's powder coat on the fins. There's powder coat in the threads there. And there's even powder coat on that. This will not work. Obviously, having a radiator that's powder coated will not dissipate the heat properly. Enough about that. It's time to get this thing, well, get some of the stuff off of it and some of the dirt and get it all cleaned up. honestly, the front clip's just sitting there. Nothing's lined up because what I'm going to do, I'm just pretty much leaving it on there to protect the engine from elements right now. That's just since winter is on the way. And that way whenever I start to work on it, like with the exhaust, I'm going to take the headers off and coat them. And I got to work around the firewall and the headers and the distributor. So, take all that off, build the exhaust, do everything to the engine, and then once I got the engine where I need it to be and everything done, I'll go ahead and then actually bolt the front clip down. Now this thing is ugly. It's not actually that bad, but it is getting the appearance that I want it to have. It does look like an old man's fishing truck or work truck or something that he just put around in town in and throw stuff in the back, have his fishing rods out the back, something, which is exactly the look we're going with on this sleeper. Hubcap stand. So it's just, everything is lining up on that sleeper look. I want to go with a real true sleeper look. And I think this one will actually do it. So let me know what y'all think of the way it looks. Now also keep in mind, like I said, I do want to try to get a camper shell for this to hide the fuel cell and the relocation of the battery. Now I will have to redo the rear end because I believe it's highway gears and it is an open differential. So I'm going to have to do something on the rear end. I might go try to find me a donor later model S10 with better gears and upgraded stuff in it already. So there's that. Now I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.